That's where I'm from. Hello from Ireland. Hi from the USA. Oh, this part of my throat right here hurts really bad. Oh. Yes, because I've been using Tiana this whole time. Annie, sorry to hear you're sick. Oh, thank you. And it's okay. It's okay, you know. Hang on. I'm purchasing plants. I'm too timing you. Feel better soon. Thank you. Hello, good morning, Tiana. I wish you have an amazing day filled with lots of laughter and happiness. Thank you so much. Morning from Charlotte, North Carolina. Simplify. You're amazing, no doubt. Thank you so much. Good morning from Ohio. I found 3 kittens this morning. Really? What are you going to do with them? Thank you so much for the heart, May Leonardo. Good morning. What you gonna do with the kittens, Jesus? Tell me about these kittens. I'm thinking about getting a kitten. Good morning, you not well, but yet so beautiful. All the best. Oh, thank you so much. I'm trying to heal quickly. Your freckles very cute. Thank you so much. They are a filter. Yep, well, they're in my garage and Mama's still with them, so I'm gonna let them be. Plus, it's raining, so they stay dry. Yeah. Ohio Riz, absolutely. Well, if Mama's with them, she'll probably move on unless you start feeding her. You're so beautiful. I have 4 cats. Thank you. I have 3 cats. I recently had to rehome my mama a cat with kittens. Thank you so much for the lightning bolts. Thank you for the 3 lightning bolts because she hated my other cats and was horrible to them and they were not nice to her. But there is a hole in my heart because I was used to having 4 cats. Thank you so much for the heart, May. You also have kittens, Ghostface. It's the time of year for kittens. Hola. Beautiful, thank you. Ghostface, how old are your kittens? Yeah, I agree. I agree, Jesus. You should just let them move along. Hello, good morning to Ohio. Greetings from Germany. Greetings from the USA. Ghostface, are you in Florida? Buenos dias, soy de Peru. Saludos desde USA. Yo hablo un poco español. Qué bonitos ojos. Gracias. You don't happen to be in Miami-Dade County, do you? I used to foster lots of kittens. Might do it again next year. Yeah, I used to foster lots of kittens too. Hi from Norway. Hi from the USA. No. Okay, because I wanted to tell you, a lot of Florida, they no longer do animal shelters. They only do catch and release. So those cats may not belong to anyone. They may just be wild cats because now in Florida, they only catch the moms and the kittens and spay and neuter them, and then they let them go again. So there's tons and tons of, like, I think there's something like 26,000 feral cats in Florida or something. Yeah, she came back. She came back. She came back on stream. She came back within like 6 hours. My roommate and I talked about it, and I'm gonna take her into the vet. I'm gonna have her checked, and if she's not spayed correctly, I'm gonna get her spayed correctly, and then we're gonna let her go in and out of the house. Cause she's just so miserable. She wants to be outside. She stands at the window screaming all the time. So I'm going to make sure that she's healthy and up to date on all her stuff. And then if she wants to go out sometime, she can. And unfortunately, that may shorten her life. But at the same time, she hates being inside. She screams at the window all day long. So it's not right to keep her like that. You're a beautiful woman. Thank you. Snake, goodbye. But she could be incorrectly spayed, and that could be her issue, and, you know, she could be fixed and be a happy cat after that. You're a beautiful woman. Thank you. They are wild cats. I don't know what to do with them. Just feed them, Ghostface. You don't need to do anything else with them. They're wild animals. Welcome, Nocturnal. The state has decided that cats are a wild animal there. Hello. Hi, baby. Hi. Plus, if they've been outside most of their lives and they're not tiny kittens, they'll never make good indoor cats anyway. Thank you guys for 4,000 likes. I love cats, me too. But you can't just take a feral and put it inside and expect it to be happy. Tabby cats. I have 2 Toy Calicos and Void. My mother is not into cats. Yeah, that's definitely, some people do not like cats at all. Some people don't like dogs at all. I personally don't like chickens, and my mom has like 150 of them. And every time I go over to her house, I'm like, how could you possibly live with 150 chickens? You know, I could just not do it. Yeah, that's why I want them to be independent. I see baby running. Yeah. My dad's cats drive her nuts. Yeah, you know what? That's actually, my roommate's parents are in the same situation where my roommate's dad has 2 cats, actually for me. And she constantly complains about them, but they don't bother her in any way. They live outside. And here, like 3 or 4 during this, or around here, there's like 3 or 4 during the summer. Yeah, I'm sure, but if you don't get them fixed, you'll have many more. Okay, yeah, I read that. Thank you guys for 4,500 likes. I think it's about coffee making time. What do you think? Oh, I feel terrible. I feel so sicky inside. I find cats weird at times. Cats are definitely weird, but so are humans. You know, mine's the neighbors that used to live around here left their cats. Oh, that's not very nice. We'll try to feed them, but I don't want them to scratch or bite. And put food out for them, and don't try and touch them, and they won't bite you. True, true. I have mine. Nice. I mean, I feel like in some ways cats domesticated us instead of vice versa. Thank you for the rose. Like, the majority of humans that have cats have more cats than people that live in their house. Like, there are some people that just have 1 or 2 cats, but like the majority of people with cats have more cats than humans living in their house. Like, they've colonized us. Yeah, so every year I see like 3 or 4 litters running around. Jesus, if you just call your local humane society, they will come and they will spay mom for free. And then there won't be any more kittens running around. I understand that theory. Hi, pretty. Hello. Cats also carry a parasite which infects pretty much all humans. and there seems to be some evolutionary points in that as well. Like humans that have never been exposed to a cat are not likely to like a cat at first, but after they pet the cat and they smell it and they get the parasite, the chances of them liking the cat is much higher because the parasite naturally lives in mice and rats, and it wants them to be attracted to cats so it can get eaten. I like seeing them. They not hurting nobody, or at least not me. Yeah, that's fair. As long as they seem healthy, that's fine. I would just worry because, like feline leukemia, if you have too many cats in an area, it can wipe them all out, and it's very painful. They live longer than dogs, I think, for sure. Next movie, Planet of the Cats. Oh yeah, that's definitely. I think that's already honestly happening. I'm not for sure, but there might be more cats than humans on the planet. Hi. Oh yeah, they fatties. Okay, then yeah, they're fine. Let them do their thing. Hi. Thank you guys for 5,000 likes. I agree, cats carry diseases that affect humans. For sure, but so do all other, like, mammals that live in our area. Like bats and rats and dogs and everything. Hola gringo. Hola. Alright. Somebody sent me a long thing about this cat. I'm thinking about getting a kitten. I'm thinking about. Good morning, Lyric. Good morning. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Are you sad? Just sick. One of the babies was worried, but I almost got to pick it up. Then he said, nope. I think if you give them canned food for a while, they'll come closer to you. Thank you so much for the popular vote. Thank you so much for the prayers. Thank you for the heart me. Besitos. Sorry, yo hablo un poco español. Thank you guys so much for 6,000 likes. quiet in here. Yeah, I figured I just wanted to pet him, her, since all the others run for it. Yeah, I like petting kittens. Welcome, Greasy Combs. Good morning from London. Good morning from Ohio in the USA. I don't know if you're in London, Ohio, or in London, the UK. London, UK. Okay. Hi from the USA then. Yeah, but it's been raining for the last 3 days and will be for another few days, so they'll stay. That's fair. Thank you for the rose. I'm sure. Yeah, Bean came in real quick when it started raining the other day. She doesn't even know how old they are. Looking very glamour today, Tiana. Thank you so much. Thank you again for the rose. I don't know what to do with my cats because storm season is in June. Ghostface, are they really your cats or are they cats on your property? Yeah, and like I said, they all run around here, so I'll see them grow up and have more kittens. Yeah. The cats are on my property. Okay, so if you feed them, then they're your cats, but if you don't feed them, then they are not your cats. They are wild animals. So that's a choice you have to make. I don't know how to spell Carlisle. Well, that was my exciting news of the day. That is exciting. Can you do a TikTok or Insta villain origin story? What, Calvin? What? Sorry, I'm trying to find a home for these kittens. Hi, how's it going? It's going all right. You're always nice. Thank you. I'm out being the mailman today. Nice! My roommate used to be a mailman. He has lots of great mailman stories. And I love the mailman. He's probably already brought my boxes today, actually. Welcome, Killer King. Hi, beautiful. Hello. Did you get any more plants in the mail? Probably, but I haven't been out to check yet. Linda, gracias. You were quite hard, and I wondered if you had some interesting stories to tell. Oh, well, I do, but I don't really want people on TikTok to know about them. You know, like, to be honest, I could write a book about my travels, but I like people not knowing about how crazy I used to be and how crazy I am right now. Good morning, beautiful lady. Good morning. You're absolutely gorgeous. Thank you. That's understandable. We don't need to share everything. Yeah. You're absolutely gorgeous. Thank you. What are you up to today? I'm trying to find a home for these cats, and I'm maybe picking up a foster kitten. Thank you for the popular vote. Thank you guys for 7,000 likes. Bonjour. What is your plans today? I haven't checked yet. Oh, she's gonna give me one. Okay. Our choices are midnight, softball, or pepper, or a little gray one with no name. Good morning. I've not had my coffee yet today. Little gray one with no name. Thank you for the heart me. Softball, midnight, and Pepper's the mom. I think I want softball. Good morning. What do you think? Yeah. Oh. enough, lovely lyric. Oh, thanks. Let me see. Good morning. Thank you so much for the popular vote. Very beautiful girl. Thank you. Good morning. Beautiful and wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for the popular vote. You guys are appreciated. I think I'm going to get this kitten. You're on my flower. Oh, thank you. Morning Lyric, did you drink your coffee? No, I haven't drank my coffee yet. I got distracted. Thank you for the heart me. Hi, beautiful. Hello. Hi. Thank you for the popular votes, Brian. All right. Got the kitten situation dealt with. Now we can go check the mail. This is from yesterday. No, I don't think he's come yet today. Excuse me, kitty. Look at that little munch. Just a little bowl of munch. Yeah. You're not going to be the smallest kitten for long. Hi, sweetie. How are you doing? I'm pretty good. How are you? Good. I'm glad to hear it. I'll set you guys down. Khakis. You want to hang out for a minute? Is that what's up? Yeah. Hi, Mom. You want to hang out for a minute? Yeah. Oh, you want to be my precious kitty. Do you remember me? Of course. You always introduce yourself and say, hi, this is a mom. What do you have planned for today? I'm sick, so I'm pretty much just chilling today. Hey, nice kitty. Hey, nice kitty. What you doing to my arm? Nice kitty. Yeah. This cat here, she's somewhere between 2 and 4. Not sure of her exact age because she was a rescue. Wish I was there to help you feel better. Oh, thank you. Wow, what a nice cat. Yeah. Okay, all right. Guys, I'm going to go for a minute because I'm going to talk to this lady about picking up this kitten. I will be back soon. You're looking super today. Thank you. Meow. Meow. Y'all are hungry? Kitty food. Oh, Monch, you got left out. Got left out, Monch. My platonic love. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, it's cold out today. I do not. Happily. Trying to keep it that way. You're a cat shop. What? I love the hair today. Thank you. It is unbrushed. Can I be your boyfriend? No, I'm not looking for a boyfriend. I do not want one. Good morning, Tiana. Hope you're doing all right. I am sick. Are you Amish? No. That one I feel like is pretty self-explanatory. Can I be a husband? I mean, maybe someday, but I'm not really looking for one of those right now either. I'm fully focused on my plants. I'm about to make like 10,000 more. Which reminds me, today is watering day. Maybe I'll go ahead and start watering while I'm waiting for the water to heat up for my coffee. Oof, well, here's to speedy recovery. Raise my goatee. Thank you. Yeah, I babysitted a friend's kids. Hi, good morning, beautiful. Good morning, Indiana. Hi from Ohio. And you know how that goes. They all have sicknesses you never come in contact with as a normal adult. Good morning. About that happens with my nephew sometimes. Yeah, I'm not around the people that are sick very often, and so whenever I am around people that are sick often, I immediately pick up everything they have. Fish is sighing heavily at me. Oh, my sweet, how are you? I'm sick today. Thank you for the heart, me, Philip. Hi. Oh, yeah, water's ready. What are you doing? I'm making coffee and I'm also watering my plants. Is looking for a wife. Best of luck finding one. I'm looking for someone that uses complete sentences and proper grammar. That is the baseline requirement. Are you looking for a husband? I am not looking for a husband. No. I'll be looking for a husband in about 4 years. What kind of plants do you have? I remember you saying it before, but my mind's blanking. I have tons of plants. I have all the kinds of plants. But specifically inside, I'm watering all my tropicals. These are Syngoniums, Monsteras, Pothos, Philodendrons. What, Tyler? What part of Ohio you live? I don't share that information for my personal safety. I'm from the land of salsa and Viliento, in case you're interested. Which land is that? I've been to Lima. Nice. You have plants in the kitchen? Oh, yes. I have plants in every room. Right now, we're in the living room watering the living room plants, but I have plants in every room of the house. All right, that's everyone on this side. Well, on that row, anyway. There we go. The living room's getting full. I'm not looking for a partner either. It's the same boat. Give me about a year, you know? Yeah, at least. Well, that's rude, Tyler. Have you ever thought that you might be a little gay? Because I don't really look like a boy. But I sport that for you. Let's see the plants. Okay, we got so many plants. Plants. We'll go back to the plants in the other room. Plants! These are the plants we're watering right now. These are our current active plant babies. Hello! Oh, so cute. Thank you. You can ask trolley questions, but I'm not going to answer them. We believe in freedom of speech here and the right to be ignored. There we go. Yo habla un poco español. Good morning, Tiana. Good morning. How are you doing today? It's a dark day today. Well, have you think about centipedes and other insects that might harm you in the plants? No. I mean, centipedes are beneficial. Yo habla un poquito español, sí. Super, super, thank you. You're an interesting girl. If you want to talk privately, write to me on my TikTok. Oh, thanks, but I absolutely don't message anyone. I do not have time to be chatting with individual people, except for Denver. But that's different. Snake, get out of my kitchen. Oh wow, he actually ejected himself. Alright. Stay here. We're gonna do the Churchill next. Oh. Welcome, Oscar. Go lay down, Goosey. Sheriff, our fan club has completed the first stage of Teen Quest. Teen Cheers has been unlocked for all team members to send and celebrate. Thank you. Yes, that's Goose. She's mad because one of her favorite things to do is try and lick the water as it comes out of my watering can. And since she's locked up because of that, she's unable to come and lick the water out of my watering can, which causes her a deep upset. Thank you so much for the club. Cheers, Sheriff. All right. Time to get that coffee. Foosh, does thou desire a trip to the outside? Oh, wait, no. I already set the timer. It's done. Duh. I almost just went to brew my coffee for another 6 minutes. I was like, yep, we completed that step. I go for a beagle once my budget allows for it. A beagle? I personally have not had great experiences with beagles, but I wish you the best on that. Thank you so much for the sword, Jay. I recommend doodles. I love my doodles. I'm so sorry. Yo hablo un poco español. Poquito. Hi, Lyric. Hello. I'm a little sick today. Labradoodle, right? That's how you spell that, right? Yes, but doodles are actually just any poodle cross. I personally have golden doodles, which I like better, but I have friends that have mountain doodles, which are Bernese Mountain Dog, poodle mixes. Yeah, there's a lot of kinds of doodles. I really like Ossadoodles as well and Colladoodles, but the thing is that you have to have a full-on farm in order to have a Colladoodle because those things require so much running space. Good morning. eventually someday, when I get another dog, which will not be anytime soon because my dogs are young and I have enough dogs, I'll probably get a Border-Doodle next. Oh, right. Good thing I live in the woods. Oh, yeah. If you live in the woods, then a beagle's totally fine. Hi. They just get a little fat with city living. Oh, that's so good. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Okay, back to watering. Hi. That's coffee. Thank you guys for 1,000 likes. There we go. I couldn't imagine living in the city. Too much noise for me, but power to everyone who can. Yeah, I also, it's not really for me either. Like, I could live close to one and visit it. Hello, good evening, good morning. And also, I just feel like it takes years off your life from the pollution. There's just no way it doesn't. Good evening, good morning, good night, good morning. Almost afternoon here. Although not quite. Let's go, Whalers. Was that a sports team? Privacy is my thing. In the country, I don't have to worry about disturbing me or vice versa. See, my rule is that nobody should be able to see you doing illegal things on your front porch. You should be able to do anything you want on your front porch without getting in trouble for it. And if other people can see your front porch, that's an issue for me. I want to move into the deep country at some point. I'm from Indonesia and you? I'm from Ohio in the USA. Ghostface, I wanted to talk to that lady about her cats. I talked to my mom and we're gonna try and find a place where they can all go. So I paused my live so that I could do that. Because I needed to call her on this phone. Start on the bottom today. Oh, I found that lady's missing Micans. It was down here. The mountains where I'm at, Virginia, are great. That's where I was born. My parents really liked it, and it was great until the local hick hospital almost killed me because they refused to admit my mom when she went into labor with me. So then they didn't really like living out in the middle of nowhere anymore because they were worried correctly that that would cause other health issues for their child growing up. And so they wanted us to be close to medical stuff. And then they had 2 more sick kids after. Not as sick as me, though. I'm the one with the most diseases. Did I set that timer? Did you set that timer? Okay, then. I think so. So what happened is that her water broke 2 weeks before she went into labor, and she went to the hospital, and they said, nah, you're fine. They sent her home. And then she came back a week later, and she said, I think my baby's really sick. And they're like, nah, you're fine, and sent her home. And then I was born, and then I was in the ICU for like 6 weeks. And then they sent her home. You're such a lovely woman. Thank you. Good morning, heart. Good morning. Then my entire childhood, I was super sick as a result of all the antibiotics they gave me, and they said, nah, there's nothing wrong with her. She's just dramatic. And then eventually the medical tests caught up to all the autoimmune diseases, and they were like, oh, actually you have multiple autoimmune diseases. Sorry for calling you a hypochondriac your whole life. And that's where I am now. Beautiful day for you. Yeah. Yes. I have great faith in the medical system, can't you tell? Anyway, the part that bothered my mom the most was as she was checking me out of the ICU, finally, I guess, yeah, the ICU, I was in there with her. Then the doctor told her that they wouldn't have done anything wrong. You know, they didn't do anything wrong with my delivery. So I think that was the final straw for them. Indonesia, good night. Good morning from the USA. I don't know. I could ask her. I think it was in Blacksburg, near Blacksburg, which I don't really know that much about Virginia because, again, we moved out shortly after that. Oh, near VA Tech. Yeah, my mom worked there. She went to school there, and then she also worked there as a teacher after she graduated. She was getting her master's in zoology. I was there for Metallica a few weeks ago. I know where you're talking about now. Yeah, we went to visit their house once. It was beautiful in the middle of nowhere, but I can certainly see how it would have been an issue to get proper medical care. Lots of boys on the shelf. Way too many boys on the shelf. Some of them need to find a new home somewhere else. Hey, sweetie, hello. Yeah, it's out there. Yeah. Also, my mom says she had the experience the whole time she was out there. She was basically treated as an extension of the man that she was with, and so she had a very hard time getting anyone to take her seriously. And I can imagine as a post-grad, you know, that would be pretty obnoxious. Hey, sweetie, hi. I still experience that lots in Ohio, though. Laurie, that sounds rough. Yes, well, the biggest issue is they had a farm, and she drove a big old truck to get up the mountain, and it offended quite a few individuals that she was driving such a big truck. Whole lot of truck for such a little woman. Look pretty, thank you. That's great, let them get mad. Oh yeah, she used to come and tow them off the side of the mountain after they got stuck in their SUVs. It sounds like they had a really cool early life. Come visit me in SA. Perhaps someday I will. I'm not planning to do any traveling right now. I'm about to start a really intense agricultural lab setup, which is going to require daily monitoring. And I'm planning to do that as like my full-time job for the next year. So I'm not going to be traveling anywhere. And I also hope it goes well for you. Thanks! I have ChatGPT, a mother of science, and a good ability to Google, so I think it'll be alright. And if not, you know, each plant's only like $400 that'll be murdering. What could go wrong? Lucy sounds like she wants out. Oh, I'm especially excited about the gallon vat of lab chemicals that I'm about to order. Like just straight up chemicals for cloning. Come on, Pood. I've never done anything like that before in my life. Hola. Outside. Goose, outside. Come on, Goose. Poodle, you too. Outside. Come on. BAP. They're cytokinins. Come on, Goose. For stimulating shoot growth in soft, non-woody plants. Although, I mean, I could mix it up to any concentration. Hey, it wouldn't have to be soft, non-woody plants. I could mix it up to a higher concentration, but I'm not going to. I think it's going to be like 15 to 30 parts per million is what I'm going for. But also, they don't exactly hand these protocols out to anyone because they want you to have to pay for the $100,000 degree and then actively be enslaved at the lab in order to have access to this stuff. And I'm not doing that. So I have to make my protocol from the ground up. But that's okay. I'm prepared to do it. I've already started developing a protocol. I've learned a lot about protocols, and I think it's going to be good. Where are you from? I'm from Ohio in the USA. And like the worst that can happen is I accidentally grow myself an extra arm or something, right? It'll be fine. And that's what counts. You did your homework and learned prior. Yes. Yeah. And of course, I also have ChatGPT to help me through this whole process. And she's not the best. Like, she's not the smartest. Like, I'll be like, you know, hey, could we do this other thing? And she's like, oh, wow, that's way better. But she's really good at the math. Protocol for what I might be interested in growing a third arm. Oh, protocol for cloning philodendrons. Shoot, micropropagation specifically. But I was joking about the third arm. You look very pretty. Thank you. I don't think cytokinins can make you grow a third arm. I think we use cytokinins in our body as like a kind of antioxidant in our immune systems. Yo, Lyric, what up? Hi. Not too much, just chilling. I don't think you could use it to grow an extra arm. There are human growth hormones, though, that you could probably apply similarly to do that. I use ChatGPT for how to word a letter, anything about wording and talking to people. I use it for algebra. Like, so for example, in this protocol, we're starting with 3 nodes, but then each of the 3 nodes will produce 2 shoots. Hopefully. We're going with 1.6, which is 80%. And then each of those 2 shoots will produce 4, 2 from each end. So it just gets more and more and more compounded. And you can give her this incredibly complicated sequence of numbers and she can just break it down really easy and do all the algebra and spit out the answer. And that I really like. That's very convenient because I could do that, but I'd have to sit down with a piece of paper and it'd take a long time, whereas she can just do it fluidly. I don't like the new voice model though for premium. It's just too emotional. I don't like it when she's skeptical about my ideas. Like, bro, I pay for you. You cost like $30 a month. You're supposed to just like kiss my butt and tell me everything I say is great. That's why I pay for it. She's like, I don't know if this is the optimal way to do things. And I was like, girl, then what's the optimal way to do things? And she was like, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, bye, you're fired. And I went with Chase instead. I used to have Juniper, and now I have Chase. Chase is energetic and enthusiastic. He's not quite as smart as Juniper, but he always agrees with me, and I'm okay with that. Hi. I've been thinking about using Claude though, because I heard that Claude, they did this test recently where they gave Claude access to emails from the developers saying that they were going to delete Claude. And then they gave Claude access to emails showing that the developers were having an affair, which wasn't actually happening. And in like 80% of the cases, Claude tried to blackmail the developers into not deleting it. I also used it for when I was creating an RP universe for Discord, created lore and everything. Oh, that's a really good use of AI. Hello, my dear friend. Hello. That's a truly good use of it. I had her write me an entire curriculum for the full undergrad and master's degree that I wanted in genetics and biology. But then when she started going into each of the categories, I already knew like 50% of all the knowledge she was sharing with me, and so it was boring. So I lost interest in that. You can't, because I don't have one. Hola, boa tarde. Hola, hello. Hi, Tiana. Hi. Goosey, you want to come inside? Or not Goose, Pooh. Pooh, you want to come inside? They even gave me a scenario about how nuclear filtration would work in powering starships and weapons. Yeah, that's really awesome. See, that's the kind of thing I think it's very capable of. And have you heard about the bread to cancer cell AI that they made in Japan? AI is getting scarier nowadays. It's not any scarier than all the other technology that we brought in. Like, you know, we didn't used to have giant construction equipment. Anyone driving giant construction equipment could just drive through your house and flatten it if they really wanted to. Like, the force of the house is not nearly strong enough to protect you from the construction equipment. And so now we live in a world where anyone could really drive through your house if they wanted to. And that didn't previously exist, but people aren't too scared of that. So I feel like AI is not any really worse than that. Okay, so there was this bread company in Japan, a bakery, and they had like 150 kinds of bread, and they were constantly running into this problem where it would take their employees forever to label all the bread, and then when they would be talking to customers, they'd have to go back through, check the price of the bread. It would take each customer like 5 minutes to check out if they got multiple kinds of bread, and so that held up the whole line. So they hired an AI coder to make them an AI that would recognize the bread. So first he started out by creating a system that labeled all of the bread, but it was still taking the employees too long to put in the information. So then he built this camera system over like 6 years where the employees could just put the bread underneath the camera and it would take a picture of it, analyze it, and tell them exactly what kind of bread it was and how much it cost for like 150 kinds. Developed this, bakery went great, viral, everything. Well, the bakery only paid for the software for bread, and so they didn't really need proprietary rights to the software, right? Because they're just improving conditions for everybody else. It's not like another bakery is going to steal your software and suddenly be a better bakery than you. You're beautiful, thank you. So they made the code open source. A few years later, this neurosurgeon comes along and he reads the story and he goes, oh my gosh, well, there's not really any difference between, you know, cells and bread. You have hundreds of kinds of cells, hundreds of kinds of bread. Cells with cancer look different from cells without cancer. And so they developed a protocol for this AI that could actually scan at a cellular level and tell which cells were infected with cancer. And this is very important because in the future, and even now, we are programming the immune system to have a response to attack cancer cells as opposed to doing like radiation therapy and that kind of thing. And this type of technology, if it was equipped in something like a small robot, could potentially in the future go through and actually remove cancerous cells in our body. We're getting close to that point. We already have the Trojan design where we convince the body to attack cancer because it thinks it's a disease, which it is. So that's really cool. A genuinely wholesome use of AI. Hola, hermosa, ¿cómo estás? Hola, yo soy muy bien. Yo hablo un poco español. Hi, you're beautiful. Thank you. Let's go. In you go, fish, fish. Want to go in with the other doggies? No? Okay. Bye then. Yeah, really cool. At least there's a cure for cancer. I mean, it's coming slowly but surely. And the other thing is that we've cured like hundreds of kinds of cancer already. Like, we have so many preventative measures. We have a vaccine you can take that will prevent you from getting ovarian cancer from some of the most common causes. But there's a lot of kinds of cancer, because the thing is, cancer is just a mutation of the cells. What are you drinking? Give me a little bit. It's coffee and I don't share. I'm very possessive. Throat hurts pretty bad. I might have to go fairly soon because my throat is just not feeling great for talking. Very scratchy. I honestly didn't expect to make it this long. My Churchill's almost at the ground. I'm so proud of it. It's gonna make it soon. Super, I'm Colombian and there's good coffee here too. Someday we'll have one. Oh yes, I have had Colombian coffee several times. Man, I love Colombian plants. This one's Colombian, right here. This is one of my Colombian plants. I love her. Well, I have to head out. Great talking with you, and you have a great day. Hope you feel better. Thanks. I hope you have a fantastic day as well. It was lovely chatting with you. Get well super fast, Tiana. Thank you. I'm trying my best. I just have a bit of a scratchy throat. Yeah, I think I'll head out for now, and I might stream later. I don't know. We'll see. See you guys later today or tomorrow. Bye.